What is the best U.S. entity for TikTok Shop as a non-resident? So as you know, TikTok Shop is one of the hottest marketplaces to grow your e-commerce business in the United States, but it has a nuance where you have to have a 25% ultimate beneficial owner who is a U.S. person that has a U.S. state ID and a social security number. It can't be an ITIN number. So that changes your strategy and your options, where in a lot of cases, selling on Amazon or Shopify payments, you can have a single member LLC disregarded for tax purposes. That's not going to be the case with TikTok Shop. So when it comes to planning out the structure and the ownership and the cash flow and your U.S. tax responsibilities, this takes some more advanced planning. So here are a couple things you need to keep in mind. Number one, your two obvious choices are going to be either a U.S. corporation or a U.S. partnership. As a U.S. partnership, which flows through the profits and losses to the owners, you also have to really take a look at, are you engaged in U.S. trade or business? Do you have effectively connected income, which will impact your U.S. tax responsibilities? And look at, do you have a treaty with your country? So that's very important. U.S. corporation, currently it's a 21% tax on profits. That could change going into 2025 based upon the new election results we're going to have soon. So all these things come into play, are very important when you do your U.S. structuring for TikTok Shop. Now, the thing that most people aren't anticipating, because I've seen a lot of agencies that I've spoken to that the owner will just go ahead and put their name on to get the TikTok Shop open to help their client sell on TikTok. They're not anticipating something called FinCEN, or the BOI report, which is required within 90 days of filing your new U.S. entity. They're going to have to note the 25% ultimate beneficial owner to FinCEN, which is connected to the IRS and banking. It's very important that's done properly. Now, the other big issue that I see happening in this area that we talk to clients, we consult with them and plan all this out. What are the legal requirements that need to be done? And so for us, we work with a tax and legal mastermind group, and we refer this part out to them to make sure we dot all the I's and cross the T's. So when you form this type of structure as a non-resident and you have someone in the U.S. that provides this area of being the 25% ultimate beneficial owner, and I don't recommend you go with a service provider that might be doing this for you. You need somebody that's a real person that's going to be part of your company that not only you trust, but you can have these legal steps in place along with the structure. It's really critical you do this properly, because if you make a couple $1 million on TikTok Shop, you have 20-30% profit, that 25% owner is going to be expecting 25% likely of those profits. Could you have arranged some other type of ownership structure or deal? That's possible, but this must be done properly. I just caution you that you just don't do this off on the side and sign up for TikTok Shop and then hope nothing's going to happen. Again, if you make no money, no worries. If you make a lot of money and TikTok Shop's successful, likely should consider a separate legal entity, separate from your operating companies that may be running on Amazon or other marketplaces. So if you need this type of advanced planning work, these are things that we do with my company. We've been around for 27 years. I'm a U.S. certified tax advisor, and we can review what you've already done, make changes, amendments, and we do comprehensive planning around this type of structure, including the banking, all the other parts of getting set up. So if you're an existing seller, successful, you need some professional help to navigate through all these steps to make sure you're protected and look at what else you're doing, reach out, book a call with my team. They'll review where you're currently at, what are some of the first steps to move forward. Again, my name is Scott Letourneau, looking forward to helping you expand your e-commerce business to TikTok Shop with confidence.